Welcome to Rampage, where we got 3 good matches, 2 good video packages, but 1 not very good match. And I say this,
But
we still got faith in somebody. And I'm not talking about a Jon Moxley. But we will start with Jon Moxley versus Ethan Page. Now, seeing Jon Moxley the way he looks now, he looks different. Physically, he looks different. He looks a lot more skinnier. Now, before we get to the match, let me make this very clear. I want to see him succeed. I want to see him stay clean. I want to see him be happy with his wife and his daughter. That is the most important thing. I don't care if he's in the main event or if he's just a jobber now, as long as he's happy and he's healthy. I want to say that again. I want to see him happy and healthy, whether he's up here, here, or here. As long as he's happy, he's making good money, and he's fulfilling himself. That's all I care about. So when I was watching this match and going into it, I was hoping that this would begin something for him a little different. But I thought, clearly, they're going to make him destroy Ethan Page. That's what I thought. And that's what I was worried about. Because there have been times like with the Usos coming back, and Jimmy came back after when he screwed up. He goes and screws up again. When he's up here, he's down here. He gets hurt, he comes back, and he fucks himself up. So my hope was that they would not do the same thing for a Jon Moxley. Now, mind you, he did win. But instead of just destroying Ethan Page outright as he's done before with everybody else, which understand that's part of his character, at least here he had to work. He had to struggle a bit. And let's be honest, 3 months away from the ring, he looks green a little bit. He looks rusty. There's no lie about that. But he did do a good enough of a job that you can still see why people still care about him, why the company still cares about him, and he will grow from there. The question is going to be, what is the storyline for him? And will they incorporate real life into part of it? I'm just saying. Second match, which was the best match of the night for me personally, that is Trent versus Nick Jackson. I believe the younger brother of the 2 young bucks. If I'm right, I think it's not Nick, it's Matt who's old. I always get them mixed up. Now, was this a good singles match for Nick Jackson? It was not really about Nick. It was about Trent. Because Trent was giving a little bit of an attitude right before the match started. And it makes you think, what the hell's going on with Trent Beretta? But this was a good spotlight for Trent. Because everyone's realizing that he looks like he's going to do a singles run. Will he be a heel? Will he be just very arrogant, but he doesn't turn all the way heel? I don't know. It's easy to say he's going to turn heel. I can't say that. I can say that he looks like he's becoming more arrogant. And it's understandable because this match shows how good a wrestler he is. But he's never really gotten anywhere. Let's be honest, guys. When he was in WWE, they never gave a damn about his ass. Here they do, but then when he had a fusion of his neck and he was gone for months, coming back, the question was, will they do something with him? Now, it's possible they are doing something like with Moxley. Moxley's going to have to do a rise like this, even though he's still very popular. Trent's been back a month, and now maybe they're going to start something with him after this match. I don't know. Let's see. Next. Serpentor, or a.k.a. Serpentico, eventually gets beaten, unlike... Guys, Hook annihilated this boy. I mean, Serpentico does the streamers out of his hands, and Hook just annihilates him. He destroys his ass. Done. And you thought it was bad what Moxley doing, putting that bulldog choke onto Ethan Page and wiping his ass out. I know I could have said that earlier, but I'm saying it here because Hook just completely flattened Serpentico. Let's make this very clear. You got Hook, who is so over just because is something you don't usually see in wrestling. WWE has made the standard of how they want to push a person a certain way, and they never get anywhere for very long because they overdo it. They don't listen to the fans on how to book the guy or girl, and they end up flat on their face. Here, they're going by what the crowd cares about. That's what we got here when it comes to Hook. It's not the point if he's the most hottest looking guy or the most strongest looking guy or one of the best wrestlers they have. And he's a good wrestler. There's no lie of how he works the ring. The judo throws he throws are very good. He's showing a lot of judo action. It's about just a lot of things. Presentation, skill in the ring, his look, his father's accolades. And sooner or later, you know what's going to happen? Team Taz is going to disband, and you're going to be seeing Hook walk out with his dad. Taz is going to be his manager eventually, permanently. It's just right now it's too early. He has to be in a group. And he's going to be the one that's going to carry the FTW title. It's going to happen. It's coming. I'm telling you now, whether it's going to be this year or next year, you're going to see Hook clearly become the only focus for Taz, and he'll be carrying that title for a while. I'm just saying. Now, Jungle Boy makes a very good promo with Luchasaurus. And I remember one of my subscribers saying Jungle Boy does not like doing promo segments. He hates it. He gets so nervous. He gets scared. Forget that. Look at this. I don't know what he needed to do. I don't know what was needed or what he needed to do. This is what he's got to do. Was it very well and great sounding? It was okay. But it's the point that you cannot tell me that he can't do it. There are always ways of getting someone to do something. Just like Paulie always said, accentuate the positives, hide the negatives. If he is scared when he does it, make him angry. Angry enough that it's easier for him to get it done. Okay? So don't tell me he can't do it. He just proved he can do it when he's trying to put over the point that Taz gets his ass whooped by the Gun Club. The only thing he has to do is get really pissed off. And he at least will look decent. I'm just saying. Mercedes Martinez, Thunder Rosa, they're going to start something there. The question is going to be 100% how long will they sell this? That's going to be a big question. I'm wondering how they're going to build this up to make it mean something, because you got a very great wrestler in Mercedes Martinez. You got a great wrestler when it comes to Thunder Rosa. I'm sure maybe sooner or later those two have met each other in the ring at least once or twice. So I don't think this will be the first time in history for either one. The question is going to be, will they make it mean something? Will it be on a Dynamite? Or are they just going to relegate it to a Rampage? I don't know. Finally, they still have trust in her. Or they have trust in her. Or trust in Jade, maybe. Don't know what the title is yet. But let's make this clear. Anna Jay versus Jade Cargill. Guys, let's be honest here. Jade is still too green. And when it came to that match, it looked choppy. I'm sorry. Jade, I love her. She's a good wrestler. Well, I should take this back. She will be a good wrestler. She's only been doing this a year. You see the potential that she can wrestle if she's with the right partner that can cover up what's going on with her now. That's not with Anna Jay. Anna Jay is a good wrestler. Yes, she is. There's no lie about that. But she cannot put over a Jade Cargill. I'm sorry. She's not a Ric Flair. She just isn't. She's not a Mickie James. If you're going to say who is the best equivalent to a Ric Flair, that is Mickie James. Mickie James is a very good wrestler who can put herself over and put someone else over on top. That's what she did with Kiera Hogan. Here, Anna Jay is not Kiera Hogan. Or is not a Mickie James. She's not either one of them, so she could not put over Jade Cargill. It was a choppy match. There's no lie about that. But in the end, Jade kept her title. They still have confidence in her. They trust her, at least at the moment. But we got to be honest here. This girl needs a lot of work, but it's going to take time. She's not going to get this over 100%. She was in the NWA. No, and not in, NBA, and the WNBA. There you go. She is a boxing ball player. She is not a whole professional wrestler yet. But I do believe she will get better. But she needs more work. Please, Thunder Rosa, keep training her. If she's not training her, she better. But this was a very good show. Not a great ending. I'm sorry. Even though Jade, they still trust her. I'm just saying. And I hope you enjoyed the Zane View. Please give me a comment below. And I got a few things to say before I end this. One, I will be doing NWA USA tomorrow. Yeah, I might be a little late due to the fact that it's something I got to do. I'll see if I can do it, but there's a possibility I got to do it later because there's somewhere I got to go. Two, one of my subscribers asked, am I going to do a GCW pay-per-view? Here's the thing. I'm not saying I hate GCW, but I've really not had much interest in watching it due to the fact of Nick Gage. Now, I want to make this clear. I don't hate Nick Gage. I don't. But the problem I see with Nick Gage, when I saw his special, and I see how they praise him so heavily, is that the king of the death match can be a king as long as he don't get his ass in jail. That's what I think. For me personally, and understand this, I don't hate him, but even though he's not in jail right now, and he hasn't messed himself up, seeing how bad he acted before makes me very questionable about building an entire promotion around somebody at first and now have expanded from that. And people who love him so much, for me, that is questionable. I don't care what you say. If you focus a lot of what made the promotion that you started to build around one individual with one niche match, and the kicker is not about the niche match not being incredible, because a death match is one hell of a match. Not everyone likes it. There's some who love it, some who like it, and somewhere in between. It's not that. It's the point that the guy who is not only one of the pioneers of it, who is who's certified and synonymous with that match, has gotten his ass in trouble, has gone to jail not once, but twice, and he's still not like, he could throw himself right back in jail again. I could see it. Understand some guys. As someone who grew up in New York, who's known people to have similar attitudes like Nick Cage, is a good guy, but just get his ass messed up easily by just one incident. It makes it questionable about what's going on with GCW. I'm sorry. Doesn't mean it won't grow into something good. And I don't agree with one of my subscribers saying GCW is now bigger than Impact. I'm sorry. I'm not saying Impact is great. But at least it wasn't built around one guy who's still there, or one guy who's synonymous with it and went to jail more than once and is back and could go right back into jail, and the fan base would cheer for him back in jail. That is not the way you want your promotion to be. I'm just saying. Now, taking away from what I feel, will I watch GCW's pay-per-view? I might. I don't know yet. I'm still thinking about it. If I do watch it, I'll do a review of it. But if I'm not, that's just it. Until something changes in GCW that makes it really interesting, not only for other wrestling podcasters to really start reviewing it a lot. JD's not reviewing it, no matter what you say. Just Alex is not reviewing it. Solomonster is not reviewing it. The Wrestling Inc. podcast is not reviewing it. The Sled Daddy, who hasn't done anything in almost 15 days, he's not reviewing it. So I could be the only one who will do it, who's like this, compared to someone else who's got to be like this. But still, if they're not even considering other getting clips, it's kind of hard to want to care. But it's just me. Peace.